Hey y'all, it's time for some more Real Talk with Mama Deb. So have you noticed that no matter how far you think you've come in healing from your trauma, or no matter how many places that you've been, or how much therapy you've been through, have you noticed that there's almost like a longing feeling when you find yourself in what is considered a chaotic, maybe abusive, maybe just not a good protective environment? There's almost like a longing in you going, gosh, I remember that. And you know what? It's normal. It's actually perfectly normal. And the reason being is that in our youth, in our days where our formative years, where people are supposed to protect us and people are supposed to be there for us and teach us the life lessons like how to love yourself and how to accept nothing but the best for yourself, we lived in chaos. We lived in abuse. We lived in a non-protective environment. So now, as adults, we actually long for the feeling of chaos in an unprotective environment because that's what we were taught in our formative years was home. So not only do we have to recognize that we've been through a traumatic childhood, not only do we have to start facing the traumas, getting therapy, then facing the people who traumatize us, but now we have to start learning how to redefine what protection and home really are for us so that we can actually become the productive, full, wonderful, loving adults that we were always meant to be, but never got the chance to become because of the trauma. So for those of you out there who have family members who say, why can't you just forget about it? Why can't you just let it go? You can't. You actually physically and mentally cannot let that stuff go, because if you do, you will never, ever heal. You will never be able to find what your true self is, and you will never be able to live in the happiness that you can find in yourself and loving yourself and being in a productive, protective environment. So anybody who tells you that, tell them to kick rocks, because they don't know what trauma is. They don't know the work that it takes to recover from it. And you keep doing you, and you keep putting in the work, because I promise you one day you're going to find the happiness that you absolutely deserve.